it more than once. And when he, Jesus, was come out of the ship, immediately, there met a man out of the tombs, a man with an unclean spirit. Now, y'all, come on now. Y'all fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts here now. Come on, we're in for a ride. Jesus had just gotten out of the boat. And yes, Kenny. That's right. I like that, Kenny. The first chance he got, that's an opportunity. You understand that? The first chance he got. And so what he did, just as soon as Jesus got out of the boat, Jesus didn't have time to stretch. He didn't have time to yawn. You know, when you've been on a ride, you want to get out and flex your muscles a little bit. You want to yawn and relax. Jesus didn't have time to do any of that. This man immediately came running to him. He had an unclean spirit, meaning he was demon possessed. Are y'all with me now? And so we all agree that we still have demon possession in 2023. Not just in little D.C., in little Duplin County, but it's everywhere. You understand that? It's everywhere. And so in verse 3, who had his dwelling, meaning the man who was demon possessed, who had his dwelling among the tombs. He lived in a cemetery. Shanita, in the cemetery. That's where he lived. And no man could bind him. No, not with chains. They tried. It's just like mental illness in our family. We do what we can, but you get to a certain point, you need professional help. You understand that? It's out of your hands. You don't love the person any less, but you're saying now, Junior's not acting the way he should. Sis has some issues here today. You understand that? And so you know it's time to get professional help. It's beyond your control. So who had his dwelling? Good morning, Pastor. Who had his dwelling among the tombs? He lived in the graveyard, Alice. In the graveyard. That's where the man lived. And folks had tried. They had tried to bind him. They had tried, but it wouldn't work, not even with chains. It wouldn't work. This man was completely out of control. Can it happen in our houses today? Yes, it can. Somebody that you love dearly could flip. I believe all of us are pretty much sane right now. I believe we are. I don't know. I don't know about Oogie. I don't know. You know, I believe we're pretty much sane right now. But do you know it's just 10:06? Do you know within 10 minutes, one of us could flip? One of us could for no reason at all. Sharon could just jump up and start jumping over these pews, trying to fly in air for no reason at all. And everybody looking at her. What in the world? What in the world happened? And Sharon just loses it. What do you say? I hope so. I hope so. And all of us need to try to hold her down. All of us. for no reason. She could just lose it. There is no guarantee. That's why I'm saying we're sane right now. Right now we are. Praise God. But that doesn't mean anything now. So that means we got to keep our hands in God's hand. All right, and so, when I look at verse 3, I said, this is sad. Man, living in a cemetery. Come on. This is sad. And he's naked. Now, we don't learn this right away, but Luke tells us earlier. But we are going to learn this in the missing verses. You understand that? That's why you have to read all of it. You see, we're missing verses 14 through 17. You don't just stop at 13 and jump to 18 now. Come on, class. You got to read all of it. You understand that? And in verse 4, because that he had been often bound with fetters are shackles.